Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Offense getting set for first down. Keeps it on the bootleg.
That's why this running back can stay on the field every single down and distance, because he's a weapon catching the football. It doesn't have to be running complicated routes, but it could just be as simple as a check down.
They'll run the toss. They knocked him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Using the quick game. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Second and goal for this offense.
It's now second and goal.
He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down, maybe it just nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Washington State, 0.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Washington State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both.
Snags it on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. He's got his man, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Trying to move the sticks on third down.
Third down coming up.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Toss to the outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on first down. Got his man on the outside. Oh, they knock it free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Brings up second down.
Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougar! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14. Sam Houston, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They move the tight end all over. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Line gets set, first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. They'll line up for a second down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Keller. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab enough for the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Now on second down.
It's now second down.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of...
Makes the catch on the left.
The first down.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
First down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got it in the middle. It's Keller. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance to...
He's off to the races. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? Well,